Hey, it's Super Wild Card Weekend, and this is Super Wild Card Middle-Aged and Mediocre. We're talking about sports today.
Football.
NFL.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, bum. I forgot the last bum.
Yeah, you gotta get all the bumps.
I'm lazy.
We got football today, so we thought we'd do a special Wild Card Weekend preview episode.
Yeah, super special.
So a lot of you out there that enjoy...
You said super a lot there at the start.
It's what it's called now.
Oh, super?
They started calling it like a year or two ago Super Wild Card
man.
Weekend.
Because that can't be like extreme or something. Like if it was like late 90s.
That'll be XFL's.
It's
extreme.
Extreme.
Well, they're like, so now it's XFLU,
They merged.
USFL or something.
They got a hotel room and they merged.
XSFUL.
Something like that.
I don't know how it's going.
The Rock runs it.
Yeah.
If you smell what I'm cooking.
It's probably just going to be the XFL.
It's going to just turn into wrestling.
So, yeah, we're going to make our picks. We got a gentleman's wager on it.
Yep.
We'll pick the games for this weekend. Whoever gets the most right owes the other one $20. Because we're balling.
Yeah.
We got that kind of money to throw around.
I don't, but, you know.
Well, you better pick
after
right,
a couple
then.
months, I'll probably recover if I do lose. But I got a good feeling I'll win.
Did you get your touchdowns figured out?
Oh, shit.
So the tiebreaker is going to be, say if we both go like 3-3, then the tiebreaker is going to be the total amount of touchdowns scored all weekend.
And I thought we guessed after the game.
Which makes no sense. Like you said, we could just watch the game, and then the first one to text the other one gets it. So, no.
ESPN.com.
We try to. And whoever's the closest without going over
so
wins the tiebreaker.
Games, let's say 6. So, yeah. Okay.
You can listen to some info. I got some stats. I got some info. You can listen to it kind of.
Hey.
That might help you make your.
Shove your stats up a sack.
Okay, would you want to figure out your touchdowns before then?
27.
Write it down. Do you remember?
That seems doable, right?
Is that what you're picking?
27.
Okay. My tiebreaker, my total touchdowns, I'm going 10 more than you.
Oh.
I'm going 37 total touchdowns.
Okay. So if you go over, you're fucked, though.
Yeah.
Is it Price is Right rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, closest without going over.
Okay.
So
$1.
So as long as it's somewhere between 27 and 36, you're good.
$1.
But, no.
I'm just going to give you $1.
$1 and a penny.
Okay. Deal.
Is that how it does? Or is it 99 cents? Anyways.
Speaking of $1, we got drinks today from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, Joel picked up some Rippets.
Rippet.
I got the cherry lime tribute to the troops Rippet. And
what if you're walking down the street drinking that and you see a guy coming like in his fatigues or something?
And I toast him.
Yeah, man, this is for you.
I'm drinking this for you.
Would you have to give it to him?
If he wants it.
Or her.
If they want it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe you should hide it. And
but
just be
like as I toast to them, I'm going to take a huge, and I'm going to try to drink as much of it as I can. Yeah. Then I'll just give them the empty. Like, that's for you.
So you pick. I brought 2 and let you pick. Because I'm a gentleman. Oh, that's a big drink right there.
And the cherry lime.
And you picked the cherry lime tribute to the troops, which left me the melon high.
The goat.
The
goat melon high.
This has a lot of names.
Yeah.
Rip It Energy Fuel, melon high, goat, watermelon.
Yeah. How is it?
It's a drink.
Because this cherry lime is maybe my new favorite. It's got a shitload of sugar, though. So
I'm going to need you to calm down a little bit, fella.
This is going to be a rare treat for me.
Yeah. And then also, just because, you know, I shouldn't be left alone with my own money, I bought a Warhead Sour Blue Raspberry Soda.
Sounds awful. We're going to try it.
Let's do that later on.
Okay.
After we finish our drinks during the episode.
Okay.
We'll have more of a clean palate.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
for the Warheads, we want a clean palate. For the Warhead Sour Blue Raspberry Soda.
And the way we're going to do it is you're going to take the first drink, swish it around a little bit, then you're going to baby bird it into my mouth.
Oh yeah.
So that way we're tasting the same because we don't want different. So
that's gross.
All right, so we got football games this weekend. So
I got that time.
You got it that time. Let's go through the games first, and then we'll go back, make our picks.
Okay.
All that good stuff. I have that info here somewhere. I got all kinds of things opened up. So we got today's games are, give me a second, Browns and Texans.
I was going to say, I don't need your fancy internet. I'll just tell you.
Starting things off.
4:30.
Today at 4:30. Browns are in Houston.
Inside the dome.
Yeah.
Although it wouldn't probably be too cold in Texas anyway.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler alert, when you get to the Miami-Kansas City game, it's supposed to be
gonna
the
be
coldest
cold
game ever.
So the number 5 Browns take on the number 4 Texans. at 4:30 today.
What do you think about that? Do you think they should change the playoffs where like the team with the better record gets a home game, or is winning the division your reward should be a home game?
I think
because Browns have a better record than the Texans. They beat the Texans during the year.
Yeah, I like the divisional thing.
Okay,
yeah,
it's more traditional. I've just heard people talk about that. They've talked about when the playoffs start just reseeding.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
but.
I mean, I think
I'd be fine.
I think you should get something for winning your division.
Yeah,
as the North this year was crazy. All the teams over 500. I mean, the South maybe not as much, but still they won.
So I'd be fine either way they did it.
Okay.
I think this is what I'm used to. So
don't like change. Change bad.
Yeah. Tonight at 8:00 we got the number 6 Dolphins going into Kansas City. The number 3 Kansas City Chiefs, and yeah, this game minus 27 with the wind chill.
Who?
In Arrowhead Stadium.
Who?
So somebody said that maybe Taylor Swift
nipply, as some people say.
Yeah, it's going to be very nipply. Somebody was saying that maybe the Taylor Swift will buy like seat warmers for everybody.
Oh.
I doubt it. 'Cause she's in a nice luxury box. I don't think she's going to care.
If I knew like maybe some Taylor Swift songs, I'd like this is where I would respond, and like a song title as a joke answer. But I still know I can't.
I couldn't tell you one other than
I'm just like she'll blow away.
The only Taylor Swift song I know kind of is the Tim McGraw song from when she was still country music.
Yeah,
doing country stuff.
I guess if I thought
that was 37 years ago.
I do know some of her earlier stuff, like the what's that one?
You do know them. You know him at the back of your head.
Like she's like talking to the neighbor across the way. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You know
go on.
You're a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
Tried and true.
Tay.
Tomorrow, 4:30, the number 7 Green Bay Packers go in and play the number 2.
They're hot. They won like the last 4 games.
Jordan Love, man, they just keep rolling out like Jordan Love, heart symbol from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all.
They play the number 2 Dallas Cowboys in Dallas at 4:30 tomorrow.
Cowboys always have the most pressure on them of any team.
Yeah, the media really
feels like.
Yeah, because
I think Jerry Jones brings a lot of that.
Well, beginning of every single season is like, is this the year the Cowboys? And it's like, okay,
their window is closing.
Yeah. Number 6, Los Angeles Rams play the number 3 Detroit Lions in Detroit at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
And that's the only game that could also happen in nature.
The Rams and Lions.
Who do you think would win that? A ram versus a lion.
A ram versus a lion?
Because, I mean, a lion, he'd be biting, but rams, they be ramming.
It would. I mean, probably because lions pick the weakest.
Yeah.
So they would find the weakest ram.
Well, let's say this is like a dog fight where you're bringing your best lion, I'm bringing my best ram.
Okay.
It's on.
Lion. It's got the killer instinct. Rams don't have a killer instinct.
They be ramming, though. You get one ram to the head and you're done.
But like they're not even gonna.
That, or there any like YouTubes of Rams versus Lions?
Ram fighting a lion.
I mean, I could definitely see a lion winning too.
Are they even in the same area?
No, you definitely would have to set that up.
There's a video.
I wouldn't think they'd be in the same area.
There's a video.
I'm no Jack Hanna.
It's way too long.
Okay.
It's a Nat Geo Wild episode, but it's a mountain lion versus a bighorn ram.
I think I'll do a YouTube video of just me talking about a ram, what I think would happen in a ram versus a lion fight.
There is a best ram knockouts.
I like ram knockout videos.
These rams are big.
Yeah, and they rear up, And
yeah.
Pow! But I like little cute ram knockout videos too, where like they'll do it and they just kind of, it's like wrestling, where they just kind of stop. They'll get up to do it. Yeah, they're just playing. Like they'll do it like if a dog and a ram are together. The ram's like, I could kill you, dog.
How much time do you spend watching videos of rams with other animals?
Look, we're talking about football here, okay?
I think a lion gets it because a lion has the predator killer instinct.
Let us know what you guys think.
Ram for the most part is just chilling, and if it has to ram something, it will.
Yeah,
but
it'll have to because that lion's attacking.
It's not going to know.
He's not just going to be like, okay, here I am, lion.
But it's not going to know until it's after.
Oh yeah, because you're attacked. Like in my scenario, they're like behind doors.
Are we tasing them?
Yeah. They're like behind little gates facing each other. You slowly raise up the gates, and you tell the ram, like, hey, this is the lion that killed your brother, Ram.
Okay.
And that ram, he's from the streets. He doesn't know any better.
Like, hey, that's Mustafa.
Yeah.
Or no. Is that the bad one? Mustafa?
Probably.
Or is he the
Yeah, I think
the king?
Yeah, that sounds like a bad name.
Yeah. No, Scar was the bad one.
Scar! That's what I meant, Scar.
So we're like, hey, Ram. That's Scar.
Yeah.
You've heard that son of a bitch,
Yeah.
right? Everybody thought Mustafa got him.
You gotta get him amped up.
Everybody thought the hyenas got that fucking Scar in the end, but no. But like, I don't like your premise now because I didn't realize we were like talking animal cruelty and like forcing animals to fight.
Okay, it's not cruelty, but they know they're in there for a fight.
That's just like
they
chicken
lock
fighting.
eyes and they're just like,
you know what? Let's get back to football.
Okay, all right.
So those are the games tomorrow. Originally scheduled, the Steelers and the Bills was originally scheduled for tomorrow. Due to weather, it has now been moved to Monday at 4:30.
What the?
As the number
Is
7.
it going to like suddenly in Buffalo get that much warmer in 24 hours?
I think they have more time to get the field going, like field ready.
Okay.
Yeah. So number 7 Pittsburgh Steelers go into Buffalo to take on the number 2 Bills.
Or the Beals.
The Beals.
The Beals.
That's at 4:30 tomorrow or Monday night now. And then number 5 Philadelphia Eagles take on the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 8 o'clock on Monday night.
Baker Mayfield.
Bum 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 bum.
I always wore a Baker Mayfield jersey today. My Browns one.
Yeah.
Because he was the quarterback last time Browns won a playoff game. But he was the quarterback the last time the Browns lost a playoff game. So I left it on my skeleton.
So let's talk about some interesting things going into this playoff picture.
Okay.
So this will be the first NFL postseason without an appearance from either Tom Brady or Peyton Manning since the 1998-1999 season.
Wow.
So like 25 years of football.
Was that the Rams' first Super Bowl? Oh, not the
98,
first,
99.
but 98, 99?
Maybe.
You're not even going to look. You got like a fucking computer right in front of you.
I'm just looking at you like, what do you want
You're
from
like,
me?
whatever, man. After the Ram versus Lions things, you're just done with me. You're like, can we just fucking get these picks done and wrap this up or wrap it up?
2000. Oh, they won in 2022 as well.
Rams did? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
Super Bowls.
I want to say it's the Rams versus Titans. And I want to be right.
They only won one Super Bowl?
Maybe they went to one. I thought they won a cup more than that. Was that year?
They only won one Super Bowl, and that was against the Bengals.
That's what about
because
that was when they were in St. Louis.
I'm not getting into this.
Okay.
Because there's they've been 50 different cities.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
They've moved all over. They're like Johnny Cash. They've been
everywhere, man.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, because that's the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, they were St. Louis. They were like the Poughkeepsie Rams at one point, I think. 99
was when they won the Super Bowl. It was the greatest show on turf.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, Kurt Warner led them.
Good for me.
They had Marshall Faulk.
Yep. Remember that Tennessee got down like to the 5 or something, couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Oh man, Eddie George was on that Tennessee team. Aaron McNair.
16-16 tie with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Al DeGreco hit a field goal on the next drive. Warner, who had been clutch all season, came through once again, connecting with Isaac Bruce for a 73-yard touchdown pass on the first play of the drive to give the Rams a 23-16 lead.
73-yard strike with under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl.
Tennessee marched back down the field. Oh, Steve McNair.
Yep.
And Kevin Dyson.
R.I.P. Wasn't Eddie George on that team too?
Rams linebacker Mike Jones brought Dyson down just 18 inches shy of the goal line.
Yep.
Ending the game. So there you go.
Man, okay.
Okay, so
so that's last time there was a playoffs without Tom Brady.
Let's see.
Or Peyton Manning.
Yeah, so it's postseason.
Postseason.
Yeah. That's what you said, playoffs.
Yeah.
Something to think about for the Eagles-Buccaneers game Monday night. Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown is out due to a sprained knee.
Oh.
So he's been one of their most
early in the season, he kind of fell off the second half.
A little bit.
Great for interviews. If you need someone to blame, you talk to A.J. Brown. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Players that are listed out for Wild Card Weekend, along with A.J. Brown, Grant Delpit, Dustin Hopkins, Cedric Tillman for the Browns.
Golly. So their kicker's out.
Jerry Hughes, Xavier Howard.
So Ward's playing. I thought maybe Ward would be out too. He hurt himself in practice, but he must be playing.
Yeah,
that's
I think
good.
only Cedric Tillman and your kicker.
And that's a rookie receiver, so hopefully with we'll get into that.
So James Houston, Jerry Jacobs, James Mitchell, Caleb Raymond, T.J. Watt for the Steelers, Gabe Davis for the Browns, or for the Bills, and Taylor Rapp.
Did you see about T.J. Watt last week? He took that hard hit to the head, and they changed his face mask to the dark one. Like he was seen like using the smelling salts.
They thought he was like a different player.
Yeah,
they were trying to pass it off.
Well, I'm sure his eyes were sensitive to light because concussion.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, just go back out there.
Okay, so let's get into the games themselves.
All right.
So let's start off Browns and Texans. This is the game I think we're both most interested in.
I'm a Browns fan.
I can tell.
Can you?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, you got a little bit of brown and orange on you.
Let me get my big bad bone back.
You got your big bad bone, a foam bone.
Yeah.
You got a Browns T-shirt, a Browns beanie, Browns gloves. Did you bring your brown bag?
No, I didn't bring my little brown bag.
You got a fingernail painted like the Browns, both your pinky fingers.
Yeah.
And then a
during my weekly manicure, we were like, we should do some brown shit.
A brown scarf.
And yeah, man.
You're decked out. So let's see how that goes. You may never wear this stuff again if they lose today.
I wear it. This is what I wore last. This is what I wore last Sunday.
You had a Browns Sports Illustrated jacket on when you came in too. So
and you gave me some Browns cards.
Yeah. So
I've been a fan. I'm very excited.
Can't believe you don't have your Browns bag. You got it last week.
It's at home. It's ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the guy hitting in it?
Not yet.
So let's see here. As far as betting goes, the public is what you want to look at a lot. And when they look at public betting, they look at how much money is the public putting on a team and how many bets are being put on the team by the public, which is not always the same. So, Browns and Houston, the Browns are getting 53% of the bets for spread, -2. Browns -2 over the Texans. But the Texans are drawing 55% of the actual money on the spread, so covering the +2. Houston is 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 games facing Cleveland. The total for this game, 44.5 points, is what's over under.
I think we'll go over that.
51% of the money is on the over. 64% of the bets are on the under. Each of Cleveland's last 9 road games have gone over. The money line is the only one that favors Cleveland in both amount of money and the amount of bets. 76% of the money is on the Browns. 67% of the bets are on the Browns. They are -135 to win. So,
man, gambling has so many numbers.
Yeah. So
they're just washing over.
Like, do you know how spread betting works?
So when you say like -2, like Browns have to win by 3.
They have to win by at least 2. If they win by 2, it's a push.
Yeah. Okay.
But so yeah, like you basically look at it as the game starts Texans 2, Browns 0.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the -2, that could look like this game's going to go down to a field goal.
Yeah.
So which is what I think is going to happen.
I don't.
I think either way the game goes, it's field goal at the end.
Yeah.
My pick for this game,
which isn't good for the Browns because their kicker's out.
Yeah.
I mean, they signed the guy. He hasn't missed yet, but he hasn't had a ton of opportunities. Definitely not in the playoffs.
Now for this game, some stuff about Flacco. So Joe Flacco has never lost a wild card game.
All right.
He's 5-0.
I know he's tied with Tom Brady for the most road wins in playoff history.
Yeah. So
I know a little bit.
If the Browns win today, Flacco moves past Brett Favre for most wild card wins.
Brett Favre.
And if they win today, he moves past Tom Brady for most road playoff wins today.
Man, you do not want to be lumped in with Brett Favre. Like you say that,
my mind was nowadays
my mind was like, do I make a dick pic joke or do I make a rob the poor joke?
Yeah. I mean, either one's game. Allegedly. So also, Joe Flacco will get a $250,000 bonus.
Yeah, boy. He got $75,000 to win.
Yeah.
And they gave him $75,000 for the game last week because he was ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, you fucking saved our bacon. You saved our Jeff Bacon. So, here's $75,000.
I'm my daughter.
I thought that so many times this week. I'd just be walking in the back lab. Is that my daughter?
So if they win today, Joe Flacco gets another $250,000. So this is Joe Flacco's 16th season. He is 10-5 in the postseason. All those games are with the Ravens. He hasn't played a playoff game since January of 2015. Based on
that's 9 years ago.
Yeah. So Flacco has turned this team around. I mean, it's like
their defense has always been there, but he's the guy he's definitely the best passer they've had this year.
If the Texans didn't have CJ,
they were 5-1 with Watson.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like but it's a whole different team with Flacco.
It's more. I mean, imagine if they still had Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
The way Flacco can throw the ball.
Defense and Chubb,
Yeah.
I tried to think about it.
If it wasn't for C.J. Stroud being on the Texans.
But he missed a game. He came back last week. And Texans had the same defense they had when the Browns lit him up for over 300 yards passing in the first half that game. They didn't even they just didn't do anything the second half. They didn't need to because they built up such a big lead.
So now the Texans have made adjustments.
Yeah, but
what I was saying was,
sorry.
If it wasn't for C.J. Stroud being on the Texans, I would be all in on Browns winning the entire thing.
Oh, okay.
Because of the story with Joe Flacco.
But you're letting your heart.
I also think Texans are a better team. I think they have so much momentum.
Yeah.
I think C.J. Stroud is.
But they don't. The Browns just beat him 2 weeks ago.
Without C.J. Stroud.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to play the whole game.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
Unless he gets hurt.
Yeah, Garrett's going to. I mean, I don't want that to happen, but I'm just saying I could see. Because I was watching a hype video for the game, and they said Texans aren't very good against teams that blitz a lot like the Browns do.
Yeah.
And his stats go down against that kind of team. So we'll see.
My thing is though, Flacco's going to give the other team at least one interception.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud doesn't throw interceptions really.
But the Browns lead the league in turnovers, both ways, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they're going to get.
I think it's going to be a good game.
Defense will get,
I think it's going to be the best game of the weekend. But yeah,
so you're picking the Texans.
I'm picking the Texans, and this game is indoors, so weather is not a factor in this one. But yeah, I'm picking the Texans to win, and then I have a parlay where I have the Texans. I did a plus 3.5 spread on the Texans too.
I saw some I don't know what you call it, the side bets or whatever. I listened to a Browns podcast. There's one where Nick Chubb. There's an over-under of him rushing for 27 yards. And getting a touchdown. I was like, man, it's if I was a gambler, I think I would take that kind of stuff too. Because I think Chubb will get 27 yards rushing.
Chubb?
Or not Chubb, but God dang it, the guy they signed, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt?
Yeah. You got me all chubbed up talking about Chubb.
27.5 is all they're saying?
That's what I heard on something like that. It was 27 yards.
I mean,
I listened to the Brown and Orange podcast. It's 3 Cleveland reporters.
The Browns are more of a passing team right now. Yeah, 24.5 yards for Kareem.
But still, I think they still run some.
Well, Jerome Ford is their main guy now.
Yeah, but Kareem Hunt he's been a touchdown machine for him. So I think there's even one touchdown for him over under. So I like to think that they're going to establish some run stuff.
Kareem Hunt is plus 180 to get a touchdown.
All right.
I do the over on rushing yards and a touchdown for Kareem Hunt. I think that's a good bet. That would get you, if you combine those into a parlay, that would get you plus 259 odds. So $10 would win you $25.97.
All right.
So not a bad bet.
Place that bet. Let's go.
I gotta put money in my account if I did that. So Nick's game. So I got the Texans. You got the Browns. Nick's game is Dolphins and Chiefs at 8:00 tonight, and it is at 8:00. We'll be right around minus 5 or 6 degrees with minus 24 to negative 27 wind chill.
Put your jacket on.
It's gonna be fucking cold.
Here's Wally with the weather. It's gonna be fucking cold.
10 to 15 mile an hour wind gusts. Around with gusts 10 to 15 mile wind with gusts around 25 miles per hour. So it's gonna be about 20 to 30 degrees below zero. So
I think that might actually help the Dolphins because man, they're so fast on the ground. But sorry,
the Bills don't have
the Chiefs
or the Chiefs. I mean,
but they're used to that cold weather. They've been in it so much.
The Chiefs' running game isn't. I don't think it's great this year.
Nothing that the Chiefs do has been great this year.
Yeah. I still think I don't know. I think the cold weather favors the Chiefs because they're more used to it.
I mean, I picked the Chiefs, but that's might be one of my biggest ones. It's close. It was close for that
Dolphins have not looked good recently at all. They got Isaiah Pacheco.
But they got Hill, and I just feel like you could dump it to Hill on a 4-yard pass, and that guy could just go.
Yeah, I don't know. Isaiah Pacheco's over or rushing yards.
Is that the center for the Denver Nuggets? Just kidding.
Isaiah Pacheco is 65.5 yards. So I'd say he's going to, and then A-Chain for the Dolphins. I think those two are going to have massive games tonight. Yeah. So I would put my money on those two touchdowns for each of those. Would be my over on the rushing yards and touchdowns. I would actually go way over what they say they're going to get.
It's going to be a run-heavy game.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Chiefs as well.
But man, I'd love to see sad Patrick Mahomes tonight. Angry Patrick Mahomes is just so funny to me.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of confidence in the way the Dolphins are playing. Yeah, I'm going Chiefs too on that one.
I wrote it down.
Okay. Are you keeping track of everything?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So those are our games today: Browns and Texans, Dolphins and Chiefs. And then tomorrow we got Packers and Cowboys at 4:30 in Dallas. That is an indoor game, so weather plays no role whatsoever.
Packers have been on a tear.
Yeah, Packers have been very good lately. But
Cowboys are always good. I mean,
they were the most dominant. Dallas was the most dominant home team this season.
Yeah.
So they have 8-0 straight up at home this season.
Wow.
Which is actually
that's undefeated.
If you combine that with last season, they are currently 16-0 at home.
Yeah.
So the game right now is Cowboys -7 against the Green Bay Packers with a -340 money line.
If Packers win, it's going to be by a field goal.
74% of the money is on Dallas to win, and 88% of the bets are on Dallas to win. So
they're America's team.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas.
You're wearing a Dallas hat. It's like two hats sewn together. I think
it's like somebody ripped. It's a camo hat that had black on top of it, and then people ripped the black off to expose the camo.
Wow, that's really cool.
Fancy. So, yeah, I'm definitely going.
You're going Cowboys.
Cowboys on this one. I think the total points is 50.5. I think it's going to be. I think we're looking at like 30. 38, 34, 38, 32, something like that. Because both these teams can score.
Well, I guess with my 27 touchdown number, I hope it's a lot less.
But I think it's going to depend, too, how Christian Watson plays for the Packers. Because he's been out. So he's like the main weapon for Jordan Love. But Packers have been playing great. Jordan Love has stepped up.
Yeah, it should be a really good game.
So then next is the Rams versus the Lions. Matt Stafford coming back to Detroit.
They're both in their cages. We're going to lift up the doors.
Let's please not go back to this again.
Okay.
This is the first time that Matt Stafford has been back in Detroit. The Rams and Lions did play each other, I think, last season, but it was in L.A. So I think it would be extreme. Like right now, Matthew Stafford in Detroit is still very well respected, and people really appreciated everything he tried to do for them.
Yeah.
But I think if the Rams come in,
I don't think he was really asking out. I mean, I'm sure he's at the end of his road.
He played so long for him that I think the Lions fans
been so many
like,
players like that. I mean, Marvin Harrison, Barry Sanders. I mean, Dolphins fans or Lions fans have to get used to
That's why I think they were like, Matt, you deserve to go to a better team than us. Sorry, we are sorry.
And they got a good quarterback in return. Goff he's been to the Super Bowl.
I would love it if Goff basically. I want the Lions to win this game so bad,
me too.
And I want them to just dominate, and I want Goff to be able to basically tell Sean McVay to go fuck himself.
I feel like Detroit's like the Cleveland of the NFC.
Yeah,
I would like to see them win a couple games.
My ideal Super Bowl would be Lions and Browns.
That'd be nice.
It's it'd be the perfect.
I kind of want to see that, or I want to see Browns and Tampa Bay just so they
Baker
Mayfield against the Browns. Yeah.
So
you have the Lions for this one?
I have the Lions for this one.
Writing it down.
The Lions are right now -3 favorites against the Rams, -165 for the money line. 46% of the public money is on the Lions, with 73% of the bets being on the Lions money line.
Yeah. Rams, they've just been so inconsistent all year. I mean, they have the playoff experience. They just won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but how many players are left from that team? And
yeah,
I think
honestly,
the place is going to be just rocking.
Yeah, this is the first time.
I love how they're wearing the blue ski masks in the stands and stuff. And speaking of Tim Robbins, he's a big Lions fan. He'll probably be
Tim
there.
Robinson. Tim Robinson's a different person.
Tim
Robbins might be a big.
We're boys. I call him Tim Robbins.
Oh, Timmy Rob.
Yeah,
T-Rob. Because I'm actual boys with him.
T-Rob. I'll ask him about you next time.
Do that.
I'm like, you have to tell me who you like more right now. And I'll say, please let me go.
He'll be like, really, really, really. So Detroit is 6-1 in the last 7 at home. So I think Detroit gets it done here and move on. This is the first time in 30 years they've won the division, I think.
God, when's the last time they've had a home playoff game? 30, whenever they won.
Quite a while.
Yeah, whenever they won the division last time.
So the total points for this game, 51.5.
I'd probably go the under for that for me.
I think the under is probably what I would go with here. Yeah.
Because I don't think either offense is really high-powered enough to get. And I think if either team gets a lead, they're going to start grinding.
Yeah, if the Lions get
Lions
up,
especially. Rams maybe not as much. They don't seem like a grinding team.
If the Lions get up, Jahmyr Gibbs is just getting the ball every play, I think. Yeah. But they got, Amon Ross St. Brown out there, Sam Laporta. Or no, Sam Laporta's out, which scares me. The rookie tight end that's had a hell of a season. So that actually scares me.
They traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones from the Browns this year. Let's see if he gets any playing time.
But I do think the Lions pull that one off.
He didn't get much playing time for the Browns. Probably a reason for that.
So up next, we got on Monday at 4:30, the number 7 Pittsburgh Steelers go into Buffalo to play the number 2 Bills.
Steelers, I'm just.
L.A. and Detroit, that's indoors. Weather doesn't play a factor. Now, Pittsburgh and Buffalo, it's going to be cold and windy and snowy.
That's why they moved that game.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be tomorrow, right?
Yeah. No, it's supposed to be, tomorrow.
Yeah, and then they moved it to Monday. What are days?
Snow is probably going to be a factor. Wind, temperature, all that stuff.
But both teams are used to that, so I don't think that's really...
I don't think it matters at all for this. It's just going to mean a running game.
I think the Bills are just going to whop them, though.
So, let me find that game.
I would love to have the Steelers versus Browns somewhere in the playoffs. I guess it would have to be the AFC Championship game, just so Myles Garrett could get his hands on Mason Rudolph again. But
So the last time Pittsburgh played Buffalo in Buffalo, the Bills won 38-3.
Who? That's probably been pretty recently, hasn't it? I feel like that's...
Yeah, it was probably earlier this season, I'd say. Or maybe last season.
2-3, yeah.
The Bills might have played Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Bills are favored by 10.
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest spread of the week in games. The total points for this one right now is 35.5 because of the weather, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd say it's going to be.
Even with the weather.
Their last game was 41 points. 41 points. I'd say it's probably going to be around. I'd go the under.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I don't think the Steelers are going to score much. Maybe one touchdown and maybe a field goal. And I'm saying 24-10.
They played a lot better with Mason Rudolph. They fired their offensive coordinator. They went with Mason Rudolph, and he's been doing good for them. I can't believe they made the playoffs. I thought Bills and Steelers both. I thought they were done.
That's how I was with the Rams. I was like, the Rams were in the playoffs?
Bills won like the last 6 games or something, right?
They
lost big to somebody, then they didn't.
They lost big to the 49ers or the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah, they've been. People were writing them out, and they got their number 2 seed.
So I'm saying 24-10 Bills is what I'm saying. 43% of the money is on Bills' money line. 91% of the bets are on Bills' money line.
So we're both betting on the Bills.
Yeah,
the
Bills are
mediocre lines on the Bills.
Bills' money line minus 500. So you're not going to make a whole lot of money off that. Yeah. So a lot of that game is being thrown into parlays. Yeah. That minus 500. So lastly, Monday Night Football game, 8:00. The Philadelphia Eagles, number 5, take on the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There is a chance for rain, but that's going to be pretty much it. It's not really going to be. I don't think the weather is going to play much of a role here. This game is my least favorite game of the weekend.
Yeah, that was the second toughest game for me to decide because I'm just like. Eagles have been playing so awful, and I feel like the Buccaneers have just been, again, inconsistent. They'll win 3, lose 3.
It depends on how Baker plays.
Yeah.
I mean, so Philadelphia is
Baker's had a great year. I mean,
up until recently, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he won the division for the team. He's, for what people thought he was done. I mean, I think he's played himself into a contract extension. I hope.
I'd say so. Yeah.
I mean,
depends on where they end up.
I've never had a problem with Baker Mayfield. I wish you wouldn't have played. I've been on record about that. I just wish you wouldn't have played when he was hurt. I wish you would have got the Deshaun Watson treatment.
Yeah.
That they gave him this season, but
that's probably why they gave Deshaun that treatment, and they have so much money owed to him that they're like, just please don't.
I feel like
I'd make him play.
I feel like Stefanski was just like sure, Baker, keep playing.
With the money they're paying Deshaun, I'd have made him play through. Like, he could have had 2 broken legs. And I'd be like, you get your ass out of that field.
Can he walk?
Yeah. So Philadelphia is favored -3 in this one. They're one of the away favorites with a -160 money line and a total points 43.5. I'm going with the over on that one, point wise. I'm thinking this game's probably going to go over. I think this should be more around 48.5.
Yeah,
for points.
I can't see these two teams scoring that much. Eagles have just been look so bad.
Yeah.
And like you said, A.J. Brown's out, and just Hurts can't hold on to the ball. Like, I'm picking the Eagles. This is a tough game for me because I would love to see Baker Mayfield and the Bucks win. But, like, I keep feeling like the Eagles are going to turn back around and be the team they were in the early part of the season.
Well, one of the reasons why I think the points is going to be a little bit higher is because I do think there's going to be defensive touchdowns on both sides.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So,
and Eagles' defense isn't great, especially their secondary. And so, I mean, if Baker does get it going, him and Mike Evans have been a good connection all year.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. I guess I went against my heart on that one because I want Baker to win, but it just seems I'm going to pick the Eagles.
So you're going with the Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going with the Bucks.
All right.
So there we got a little bit of a difference.
So we have 2 games that we picked differently.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely have a winner. Someone's winning $20.
Yeah. So
anyway, but
53% of the money is on Eagles money line, with 68% of the bets being on the money line. Philadelphia is, let me see here. Tampa Bay is 4-1 against the spread. Philadelphia is 0-6 against the spread, though. So that doesn't mean Tampa Bay will win. That means it could be they win by, or Philly wins by 1 or 2.
And what was the spread again?
-3.
Okay, -3.
So the Eagles are 4-1 on the over/under as far as points go as a road team this season. So, yeah, I'm liking my 48.5 pick there. So yeah, I got Texans, Chiefs, Bills, Cowboys, Lions, and Bucks.
And I got Browns, Chiefs, Cowboys, Lions, Bills, and Eagles.
And you got 27 total touchdowns,
27.
and I got 37 total.
Yep.
So there'll have to be a winner?
I'm pretty sure. If we have 2
if
different...
we tie on the 4, we agree.
I guess we could go...
And then we could each split one of the ones we
I mean, there has to be a winner just for the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Which I still think you should let me pick my touchdown number after the games.
You have to do it within 2 seconds.
I was still on that shit ready.
Of the last game.
All right, so a couple of things for who do you think is going to be Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year?
I'm talking football, yeah.
Wow.
I think Stefanski's people bet on that, and I think he's got the best odds for that.
Let's see who's.
And then Nico Ryan's number 2. Dan Campbell's probably 3. I think the Browns hadn't made the playoffs. It would definitely be Nico Ryan. First year as a coach, getting the Texans to win their division. But I think Stefanski has it. Having to play through all the quarterback injuries and the Nick Chubb injury.
I think I would give it to. If I was picking, I think I would go with Lions. Yeah.
Lions? Campbell?
Campbell.
Huh.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a Browns fan, but I'm saying Stefanski. I think he's going to win his second Coach of the Year.
They don't have coaching.
Which means he should be fired after next year.
NFL Coach of the Year.
I just told you.
Odds. So.
Because again, that's something we talk about on the Orange and Brown podcast.
Let's see here. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski sitting at -950.
I don't know. That means
So that's pretty much.
So if you bet $1, you get like 10 cents or something.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that means basically the Vegas knows Stefanski's winning.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
no. D'Amico Ryans is right behind him. Well, not right behind him. Next in line at plus 750.
Yeah.
So like they're not saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pissed if Ryan's got it for Texans because they had a hell of a year.
Shane Steichen with the Colts at plus 1,200. Dan Campbell with the Lions plus 1,900, and John Harbaugh with the Ravens plus 2,200.
See, people expect this out of the Ravens, though. I can't. But I mean, I don't know.
So Stefanski's gonna get it.
Yeah. What about Defensive Player of the Year?
Let me look.
I think Myles Garrett should get it.
What are those called? Like NFL
I don't award
year-end awards?
Yeah.
Year-end awards.
Because I want to talk about that and MVP and see who you think should win each. I think it should be Garrett, but I watched Browns games. T.J. Watt had a really good year, so
okay.
I wouldn't.
So let's start with we'll work our way up to MVP. So we did Coach of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year. I think this is no matter what they're doing, DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
just because of the story.
He's had like 2 tackles all year.
Yeah. Joe Flacco should win it, I think.
But Flacco's only played 40% of the season, 35% of the season. But yeah,
but he wasn't doing anything.
No, last couple of years since he left Baltimore, I think he's had 3 wins. Like his record's not been good.
But I mean, it's not even like he was on another team playing like, backup.
I agree. Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is number 3.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's kind of but he had like a decent season last year too. Like not great, but he wasn't so bad.
He played for 3 teams. He played for like Carolina, then he went.
Did he? I thought he started last year with the Bucs.
No, last year.
Oh, you're right. He came in.
He started in Carolina, or played for 2 teams. Maybe.
Rams.
Yeah, I know. He went to Rams, had that great Monday night game.
Then Carolina, then Bucs.
Yeah.
Did he play for the Bucs at all last season?
No. He started for the Carolina Panthers, but then they
went to the Rams.
They benched him. He signed on with the Rams and. What about Lamar Jackson? He missed last 6 games of the year.
Yeah, so we got DeMar Hamlin, Joe Flacco, Baker, Matt Stafford, Russell Wilson, Lamar, Breece Hall.
Russell Wilson?
Hey, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, he played so bad last year. He played He was okay this year. That's
T.J. Watt and Kyler Murray. So DeMar Hamlin's got that one.
It's got to be Joe. If it's not DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
I think it should be Flacco just for actual on-field. But, yeah, it's like, hey, you didn't die. That definitely deserves an award.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I didn't die yesterday. No one gave me an award.
Do you want
I guess today's my award.
Yeah.
Reward.
You can just be with me.
Yeah.
2000. Okay, so the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Carter is minus 225.
There's not a defensive rookie on the Browns.
Yeah.
I did that well, so I'm not really.
Basically, it's a race between Jalen Carter and Will Anderson.
All right.
But Jalen Carter's got this.
Who's Will Anderson play for?
Will Anderson plays for the Titans.
That sounds like a name you get when you go into like witness protection.
Will Anderson?
I'm Will Anderson.
I might be wrong. It might not be. I think it's the Titans. No, Texans.
Okay, so today I'll be like, fuck Will Anderson.
Jalen Carter plays for
Eagles, drafted out of Georgia, right? He's the one that fell because he was in a car that killed somebody. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
That's Stroud.
Puka Nacua is right behind him.
Yeah, he set records.
I mean, really, this.
But I mean, the quarterback gets, I think, the nod when it's close.
CJ. I mean, he should have been number 1.
Yeah.
It pisses me off to this day because I lost so much money. Well, I didn't lose. The money I bet it with was only like $25, but I would have won a fair amount if he would have got it. But
I'm sure the Panthers are wishing they could change it.
He was also clearly better.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
I think Ohio State has a stigma with their quarterbacks because there hasn't been like one Ohio State quarterback that really translated that to the NFL.
Fields is trying, man.
Yeah, he's done it.
CJ Stroud is like the clear favorite. Puka Nacua, Zay Flowers, Sam Laporta.
When you said Fields has done it, I was thinking Stroud. Yeah, Fields is trying.
Yeah,
he's getting better. That's
Sam
going to be something interesting, too, what they do with him.
Jameer Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Rashee Rice. That's a hell of a rookie class.
Yeah, it's Stroud. It's either Stroud or the receiver.
I think Fields is going to end up being traded to the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Is what I think is going to happen. So, him and Jackson Smith and Jigba, Ohio State. They didn't play together in Ohio State. And
fucking Metcalf there, too?
And Metcalf, I think they're going to trade him to
Seattle might be. I mean, I've always been since they drafted Rick Meyer out in Notre Dame. I've been a Seahawks fan. So
I think we're getting
NFC.
Russ Fields trade. So maybe. So Russell Wilson, or I'm sorry, because he's not with us.
Yeah, Geno Smith.
Who?
Geno Smith is their starter.
Geno Smith. Now. Yeah. I don't know if they'll.
Man, I can see him going to Washington Raiders. There's a lot of
I'd love to see Justin Fields the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay, the defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
just got it.
I mean, he's not number one in his stats, but I think it's just he affects the game unlike anyone else.
Yeah,
because he gets double, triple team. He gets held every other play. I mean, recently saw what you were talking about where the other day where he was doing the basketball thing against the Bengals
crossover.
Yeah, he's just I can't be against the Colts. He single-handedly won that game for the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, he jumped the line, blocked the field goal, strip sack in the end zone that resulted in a touchdown, another forced fumble that ended up being points for us. I mean, he's just...
Well, he's an alien.
Yeah.
He's not a human, so it's kind of unfair. Micah Parsons is right behind him from the Cowboys.
Is that the guy who scored in like 5 straight games?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely should.
Micah is great.
He needs to get some recognition.
Or no, he didn't score in 5. I don't know if he scored.
There's someone for the Cowboys that
are you thinking of
scored like 4 straight games or something. Pick 6, 4 straight games.
Yeah, he's with the Cowboys.
I don't know his name.
I think he's a rookie. Or he just got traded over.
Yeah,
he's new to the team.
I think that's just an awesome stat.
Micah's basically the one that I think he could be the quarterback.
Leader.
He could be anything.
Yeah, he's the leader of the defense.
Yeah.
Like Garrett is.
P.J. Watt's right behind him. Then Max Crosby, Nick Bosa, and Roquan Smith. I love Max Crosby.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Garrett or TJ.
I think Garrett's got it.
I hope so. He deserves it. But again, I'm a Browns homer. Yeah. So I don't know if you can tell. Browns are kind of my team.
Offensive player of the year. The leading favorite right now is McCaffrey at -375.
Yeah.
Behind him at plus 275 is Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Then who do you think number 3 is?
Number 3 offensive.
I think he should be up there a little bit more in the odds. I think the difference between him and Tyreek's a bit much.
Lamar?
Close. He's 4th.
Oh. Is it quarterback?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. We got Hill. We got McCaffrey. I'm drawing a blank.
CD Lamb.
Oh, yeah.
For the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That dude has been putting up numbers that's insane this season. But Tyreek Hill's plus 275. CD Lamb's plus 1,500.
Wow.
That's a bit insulting.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is behind Lamar Jackson, then A.J. Brown, Brock Purdy, Debo.
It's crazy how offensive player of the year, like there's more receivers than quarterbacks, but MVP is always quarterbacks.
Is always quarterbacks or running backs sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I hasn't been a running back since Adrian Peterson.
I mean, there hasn't been, but sometimes you'll get a running back in the conversation.
Every now and again.
Tua, and then Raheem Mostert. And then we get to the NFL MVP with only 2 non-quarterbacks. So the far and away favorite at -10,000 odds. Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Dak Prescott at plus 1,800. Brock Purdy at plus 2,500. Josh Allen at plus 3,000. I don't know if this is right or not, or if they have this listed wrong. Christian McCaffrey at plus 425. So is he second?
Odds. Oh, no.
But they should have him listed. I mean, it makes sense to me that he's above Brock Purdy because Brock is the quarterback, but
is Myles Garrett on there anywhere?
No.
MVP,
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he was. They don't have player. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, so Lamar, I think, is going to get it. But I think,
that's hard for me because I can't stand the Ravens. I can't stand Lamar Jackson, but I think he'll get it too. But Dak, I think, should definitely. I would love to see Dak win.
I like Josh Allen for it, just because I think
he has too many turnovers.
He does, but I don't think without Josh Allen the Bills win games.
Yeah,
like Josh Allen is the most important person for that team.
Yeah. He's the reason. Yeah, he's the reason they win, and usually
he's going to be the reason they win or lose. Like it's not going to be because of anything else, really.
And they got into the playoffs, won the division, 2nd seed.
So yeah, but Lamar, I'd say is going to get that one. So all right, well we got our picks. Went through some stats. We'll see who ends up winning after this weekend. And we'll definitely make sure we update our Facebook with the winner. Are we trying it? What is this again?
Yeah. So now that we got football out of the way.
So what is this?
This is Warhead's Sour Blue Raspberry Soda.
Okay.
Get a good
this is going to be our taste test.
Yeah.
Get you a big old drink. And you spilled it all over your brown stuff.
I was trying to get my mouth all over the
I told
the
you
hole.
I didn't care.
I know. I left a bunch there.
Now you just made a mess instead. Okay, how is it? How do you...
It tastes like the candy.
Okay, I hate Warheads.
It's not as sour as what I thought it would be.
I don't like sour stuff, really. So
that's all you know. Check it out. We used to do the Dollar Tree movie reviews. Now it's the Dollar Tree drink review. It's kind of tasty.
It just kind of tastes
like cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
But it's not really that sour.
It's not sour. It just tastes like cotton candy.
I'm going to take that back.
That is so fucking sugary. 35 grams of sugar.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the sugar in it.
My flavor pack...
Wasn't really worth it. Let's save it for the end.
My flavor pack sour soda will blow your mind and taste buds away. Well, not so...
Are your taste buds still intact?
Yeah, they're just...
What if you could never taste again?
Just...
Damn it, Joel, you ruined my taste.
That does taste like...
It's basically COVID in a can. It just, you can't smell or taste anything after it.
There is no smell.
You got the COVID already.
Can you smell anything?
No.
No.
Wow.
There's no smell to this.
It's blue. By the little bits that got spilled on your desk.
Oh, it's very blue.
It's going to be blue and sticky.
Yeah.
Like Smurf cum.
I was going for it.
Let me into it!
You beat me to the Smurf cum. Yeah. Cotton candy's a good call, though. That tastes exactly like cotton candy, which I'm not a fan of.
All right.
But at least it's not not sticking to my teeth.
And it's not
like
as good as
does.
the Troops.
Oh, God.
What if it was Warhead Sour Blue Raspberry Soda tribute to the Troops?
Does it have any cherry lime to it?
Nope.
If not, you can fuck off.
Fuck off.
This cherry lime tribute to the Troops can.
All right, well, it's right by the house, so if I stop in there, I'll just grab you like
so
20.
Good. Well,
I was in there one day, and they had some sort of blue ice monster. It was a monster I'd never seen before, but this lady literally had a cart full. She's like, normally you can only get this stuff around Christmas, and it's in a 3-pack with like 2 other flavors, and she bought like 35 cans of it.
She's like, the only reason I haven't killed myself this year, every year, so I can drink this.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all I look forward to.
And
if they stop making it, I will die.
1 can of whatever I was getting.
I will. Yeah, like I mean, these are gonna have to be a rare special treat because between this and the blue raspberry thing, my teeth hurt. It is so much.
Your
sugar.
eyeballs are just like I can see it from here.
It's so much. I don't do a lot of sugar anymore. I haven't in a while.
You're a good boy.
My stomach already kind of hurts.
I've ruined you for the rest of the day.
What's the Office? Poisoned. Where the episode where they do they pretend to all be Southerners. I've been poisoned by my constituents.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, we got our picks, so...
someone's going to be $20 richer.
Yeah, and then if it's me, I'm going to put it right back into betting, and I will probably be $20 poorer. Pretty quick. What do I got today for bets? I think I have a parlay with my picks, basically. Texans plus 2.5. Kansas City Chiefs money line. Over 50.5 on Packers and Cowboys.
I mean, I could let that really affect our friendship that you're just gambling money against the Browns.
Well, but plus 2.5 means I still think the Browns are going to win. but they're only going to win by they're going to win by like 2.
That's why I can't watch it with you. I can only watch it with people that are going to be pro Browns.
Rams plus 3.5, and then under 48.5 on Eagles and Bucks. So. Like I said, I knew it would be right around 48.5.
I'm tempted to sign on and do that Kareem Hunt bet.
Yeah,
throw a 20 on that.
Not a bad bet. If you're gonna do it, I think I can send you a promo code so we both get money.
I don't want to get you any money.
What the hell? Damn it. But yeah, so we'll see how things go. I'm sure I'm gonna make some other bets as the day goes on. But good luck to everybody. Yeah. Drop your picks below this episode, or let us know who you're going for. Let us know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl.
Let us know who you think would win in a fight between a Ram and a Lion.
So who's your early Super Bowl prediction? I mean, like, I'm assuming Browns.
Yeah, if I didn't think it was the Browns, I wouldn't just say that because they're my favorite team. I mean, just looking at the AFC, I think the Browns could get there. It's going to be tough in Baltimore if they can get that far, but Yeah, I'm just going to go Browns versus 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Browns and Niners?
Yeah.
I do think that's one of my brackets.
I mean, I'd love to see Browns and Lions, Browns and Bucks, but I think the 49ers, as long as Purdy can stay healthy.
Say, I have 2 different brackets I did, and the one is Browns and Niners, and the one is Cowboys and Texans. I think my pick, I'm going Cowboys to win Super Bowl this year. But I would love it if it was the Cowboys and Browns. Then we'd have to watch that together.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, okay. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Enjoy your football.
Bum, 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 bum! That's all I'm going to say starting after this sentence for the rest of the day. Bum, 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 bum!
Bye.